And taking a look at what's happening today, gas prices are down a little. You know, it was only a couple of weeks ago the price for a gallon of regular self-service gasoline was $3.24. Then all of a sudden it was at $3.56 within just a few days. Gas prices dropped a couple of cents on Friday and then a little more over the weekend. As of our time today, the lowest price of gasoline around is $3.51 a gallon. La Follette City Council meets in its regular monthly workshop this evening. At first glance, the agenda looks as if the meeting could be a lengthy one, and it may well be. Discussion of promoting Rick Ford to Staff Sergeant with the La Follette Police Department, as well as repairs to Memorial Drive and a safety ordinance, are the tip of the agenda iceberg. Administration has more than 10 items to talk about, beginning with reappointing 11 department heads, appointing a vice mayor, and drug testing policy, and short-term and long-term disability. Also up for discussion are surplus computers and other electronic equipment, an invoice from the Michael Brady Corporation, a $500 donation to the domestic violence shelter, an April ATV charity ride benefiting the domestic violence shelter, the Corner Market property, and the La Follette Utility Board bond issue. And then Ken Coffey with Barnes Insurance will address council. The workshop starts at 6 o'clock at City Hall. WLAF's Dwayne Wilder has the full story for you first thing tomorrow right here. Getting more wind power on the grid in Tennessee. The volunteer state isn't a state that will be a top producer of wind energy, but the state does have a stake in efforts to get more electricity from renewable sources on the grid. The biggest obstacle currently in the U.S. is the lack of high voltage transmission lines. There is a treasure trove of renewable energy in the U.S., but the obstacles and barriers to getting it on the grid are many. Officials say the biggest hurdle right now is the lack of high voltage transmission lines. Adding to that infrastructure will allow for the use of more renewable resources while helping with rural economic development. Currently, less than 1% of the country's transmission lines with the greatest capacity are located in the states with the most wind energy potential. Officials add that the problem is that when lines were built historically, they focused on one big power plant serving one large municipal area, while smaller lines were put up in rural areas. As for Tennessee in particular, officials say while the state isn't among the major players for wind production, it does have a stake in seeing improvements in transmission of the energy. Electricity generation from renewable energy sources in the U.S. is currently at about 10% of the total. That is expected to grow to 15% over the next 20 years. And we leave you this evening with an invitation. New State Farm Agent Lynn Ray welcomes you to his open house this Friday. It's a day-long open house at the new office across from First Baptist Church in La Follette. And that is the news for this Monday. Stay tuned next for the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. And it's time now to check the activity around the county from the weekend with the Campbell County Sheriff's Department's press release. There are 20 names on the list today, 20 people booked into the jail over the weekend. We begin with Tommy L. Anderson, age 31, of Williamsburg, Kentucky, for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. 25-year-old Ricky Early Carr of North Highway 25W in Duff on a capious bench warrant. Melissa Sue Clark, 25, of Mount Perrin Road in Jacksboro, for driving while suspended and improper display of tags. 19-year-old Michael Eugene Day of Longmire Lane in La Follette for violation of probation for General Sessions Court. Anthony Gibbs, age 30, of Phoenix Lane in Caravel, for domestic assault, and vandalism. 34-year-old Laura Nicole Gross of Abilene Circle in Caravel on a capious bench warrant. Teresa Renee Harmon, 41, of Newcomb, for imposed time to serve in jail. Dustin Clyde Henniger, age 30, of Pack Street in Jacksboro, 2 counts of an attachment for child support. 24-year-old Donovan James Hensley of Stone Mill Road in Jacksboro for DUI, driving on a revoked or suspended license, second offense, reckless driving, and operating an off-road vehicle on a highway. Lucas Eric Hurst, age 30, of South Massachusetts Avenue, La Follette, on a capious bench warrant. 31-year-old Cameron Lee Jones of East Beach Street, La Follette, for violation of probation. Elizabeth Page McNeely, age 44, of East Elm Street, La Follette, for violation of probation for criminal court. 41-year-old Lowell Murray of North 7th Street, La Follette, for public intoxication. Randy Allen Parton, 19, of East Kentucky Avenue, La Follette, for possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, a capious bench warrant, and probation revocation warrant. 22-year-old Kenneth James Redmond of Ellison Road, La Follette, for statutory rape. April B. Shipley, 43, of Raymond Road, La Follette, for DUI, driving while suspended, and possession of drug paraphernalia. 31-year-old Joni E. Souter of Williamsburg for interfering with an officer, disorderly conduct, and public intoxication. Jennifer Ellen Trout, age 40, of Pinecrest Road in Jacksboro, for 9 counts of forgery and 9 counts of vandalism under $500. Robert Dale Wallace, age 49, of Chestnut Stump Road, La Follette, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. And the last name on the list today, Robert Kyle Wilson, age 21, of South Cumberland Avenue, La Follette, for domestic assault. And that does it for this weekend press release from the Sheriff's Department. Thanks for joining us for this portion of Channel 12 and WLAF News. Our program continues in a moment with Big Josh's weather, as well as David Graham with sports, obituaries, and more. We'll also tell you who's celebrating a birthday today. And we'll see you again tomorrow evening.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true.
Happy, happy birthday.
Oh,
this is your birthday song.
Oh,
Celebration all night long.
May all you... Hey, Big Josh here again with your Birthdays and Anniversary Club. The Birthday and Anniversary Club brought to you by WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. Looking at our birthdays today, Penny Carpenter Rector is celebrating today. Happy birthday to you, Penny. And our very own Honeybee, Stacy Mayton, is celebrating today. Happy birthday, Honeybee. And Stacy, we hope you have a great day. Tyler Terry is celebrating today. Happy birthday to Tyler. Bill Anderson's having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Bill. And recapping our weekend from Saturday, Steve Rutherford celebrated. Happy birthday to you, Steve. And Lexi Joe Stewartson was 4 years old on Saturday. Happy birthday to you, Lexi Joe. And Abigail Cavens celebrated on Saturday. Happy birthday to Abigail. And yesterday, Sheila Love had a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sheila. And looking at our anniversaries, on Saturday, Rick and Joyce Jones celebrated 22 years. Happy anniversary to Joyce and Rick. And Bill and Gail Heel celebrated yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Gail. Happy anniversary to Gail and Bill from yesterday. And we hope all of you had a great day and are having a great day. Now, if you're celebrating your anniversary or your birthday today, and for some reason we don't have your name on our list, hey, you need to do that, because that's the only way to be qualified is to have your name on our list for the drawing on Friday. And you could win a birthday or an anniversary dinner for two from WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. Gotta go. See you, good Lord willing, tomorrow.